We on. I want to welcome you all to another episode of the For Me to You Sports Talk. I'm your host, Jay Davis, along with Greg. Hey, Greg, you ready? Me versus you. Let's leave it all out on the line. Welcome back, everybody. So, G, did you see the Chargers about to leave San Diego? And I see a lot of fans' reaction. I see a lot of people are upset about the situation, but I think at the end of the day, you know as well as I know, it's all about business. At the end of the day, just from doing some research, I've seen the Chargers really haven't been selling out home games. They're like in the bottom of attendance. So the owner's like, if y'all can't buy my tickets, then why should I keep my team here? And then I'm pretty sure from a fan's perspective, fans like, well, you guys haven't been winning at all for real for me to even purchase your tickets. But that's like me. If I got a Walmart store and it's in Utica, New York, right, and nobody's coming, I'm gonna move it to New York City. So I'm gonna go get the bang for my buck. I'm gonna put it in a very populated city where I know everybody's gonna be. So this move to L.A. or whatnot, Carson, wherever they're gonna be playing at. I mean, it just makes sense. And I know as a fan, people are like distraught. Like, I've been rooting for the Chargers for over 50 years, 40 years, but I mean, it happened. It's sports. If you wanted the Chargers to still be in San Diego, no matter how much those ticket prices are, then y'all should have showed more support for that team. It's been plenty of times I've turned on a Chargers game and I can count the seats easily. Easily. It's been like, I mean, and when I mean easy, I mean lumps. I mean like big groups of people just not in those seats. What's your thoughts on that, G?
Um, it's sad, you know, because I remember the Chargers and the memories there of like the Natron memes, Tony Martins, Stan Humphries, Junior Seau, rest in peace. Look, ALT, just to see
Mm-hmm.
teams that I, you know, watched growing up,
Mm-hmm.
to see them move now, it hurts me. Even though I'm from Cincinnati, it hurts me to see that. To see fans burning jerseys, to see the ones who did show up to them games when they wasn't sold out, that have to suffer. I saw interviews today on ESPN. People couldn't even finish because they start crying. And it's real tough, man, because I'm used to hearing San Diego Chargers. I'm used to hearing the St. Louis Rams. You know, the Los Angeles Rams and the Los Angeles Chargers. Wow.
Yeah, they
I'm
with
not
two
a,
teams. Two teams.
yes, I'm not a fan of teams sharing the same stadium. I don't like what the Giants do and the Jets. But I understand, but I don't like it. But back onto the question, it's just real tough, man. I mean, just to see this location, yeah, it's
Change.
gonna be, yeah, it just
And
I
then
can't really
and
put my
then
hand on it.
look at this though,
I'm just
G.
shocked.
Look at this though, G. Look at this though. And then I think they're gonna change the uniform colors too. At that, like when you were saying LT, man, we used to that pattern blue and that black face mask. I mean the black visor. My bad. That was actually for me when I start playing football, 6, 7, 8 year old for the Avondale Warriors. That was the person I seen with a visor, and I'm like, man, I want to get a black visor just like that, LT. So it's gonna be a lot of memories, and I think it's gonna be a hard time for those fans to really get over that. But it's like the owner got to do what the owner got to do. They do it just like when the Browns left and went to Baltimore. I mean, it happens. You never know.
Yeah.
The Charger might come back. I mean,
Well, what do you think it is? I mean, it was a little, scenario that crossed my mind when I do see things. I don't always focus on what's going on. I always do the reaction because
mm-hmm.
every action it is a reaction, even in sports. Now, with that being said, looking at the Oakland Raiders in a situation,
Oh, that hurt. I don't want to
hopefully,
see them leave.
hopefully they stay in Oakland
Yes.
because it could be a chance that
That
they go down to San Diego and get that or the Vegas route.
I think the Vegas route. I don't think nobody going back to San Diego, especially after seeing like how those fans I mean, but don't get me wrong, fans have been supportive over there, but it's like I don't know whether the ticket prices are too high. But I was also reading something that it was saying that for all the California teams, attendance had just been down. I mean, y'all got beautiful weather out there. You see, look at the Giants, but then again, the Giants, the New York population is about 3 times it is of Oakland and San Diego, I'm sure. So it's like, I mean, the Giants sell out pretty good. The Cowboys is like over 100%. They got like 115% sellout rate.
But
So it's just like it's that brand
but it's
because
another. Go ahead.
good because even Lambeau. I mean it's freezing in Lambeau, but best believe once those cameras go in that crowd, you ain't gonna be able to pick out uh 5 seats that's empty. Everybody gonna be in their seat watching AR. Everybody gonna be in their seat watching their Packers, supporting their team, no matter how cold it is. And you can't say the same thing about that with the Chargers and the Raiders. The Raiders who got some of the best history. It's like Oakland Raiders just sound right. I don't want to hear the Las Vegas Raiders. Like that don't even sound right. It really don't. It sound like what Vince McMahon and them guys was doing with that one football thing that they had going on. I forgot what it's called. Remember when they had like those
Yeah,
different teams and those guys was
yeah.
playing and stuff, the little
All that
WWE.
legal play.
Yeah, nah,
Yeah,
don't do that, man. I don't want to see Oakland leave. I really don't.
you gotta look at it like this. When you say Green Bay is all they got. They gonna show up. And that's the only pro sport team that they have. For two, people don't look at cities. You got to see what your city is. Is it a football town? Is it a baseball? Is it a basketball town? When you look at Oakland with the Golden State, huge horizon. You bring a guy like Kevin Durant over, even before Kevin Durant. That's going to take a lot from the football. Even though their football team had a good year, now they got something to grow on. Next year, hopefully, the tickets sell more and everything. But for as um like San Francisco to like the 49ers, that's a baseball town. The
Definitely
Giants.
the Giants
That's a
on
you
that.
got you
Yeah,
got that's how you got to look at it. And let's add on this, to be honest. A lot of fans was probably mad when they didn't cut Colin Kaepernick, so that probably dropped the attendance too.
definitely,
With this
definitely.
with this situation,
Yeah,
that's
his
gonna play a
stand, his
part.
stand, definitely. It definitely is gonna
Yeah,
play a
and plus
part.
the product ain't on the field. And any fans say, even with Cincinnati, if we're not winning, we're not coming. We rather not freeze our butt off. We rather be warm and watch us lose from the house.
Yeah, because I remember plenty of times when Chad would buy the tickets for everybody to see, and then we'd finally get to see it on TV. I didn't even know that it was a correlation with those two. The basically causation or whatnot. The basically if it's not sold out, the games aren't sold out, then they won't show it on TV, right? Right? Ain't that
But
right?
I think that changed now.
Oh, that
That
changed
boy,
now.
yeah, yeah, because of
Oh,
all this marketing and all this revenue. It's like the game still be on because it was. You look at the Baltimore Ravens game. I saw a lot of green seats, a lot, and trust me, they was giving them away. They was
mm,
giving them tickets away. The last four home games of the Bengals, they was literally giving them away.
mm. Well, yeah. I mean, they weren't playing for no playoff hope. Better luck
Yeah.
next year, Bengals. Better luck next year. Who you got though? Tell you right now, Packers versus the boys. I got the boys. I think Cowboys definitely going to have something to say about what happened. What 2 years ago in 2014 when that catch. I think it was a catch by Dez Bryant. I think he tried to extend the play,
Yeah.
and yeah, he didn't follow all the way through and all that stuff like that. But I think Zeke runs through the Cowboys. I think Zeke runs through the Packers again. I think Aaron Rodgers really won't torch this defense because as we all know, defense won't even be on the field long enough. First, you got to get the offense out the field, and yeah, I think I'm not gonna say it's gonna be a blowout. I can see at least a 10-point win, maybe 10-point win for the Cowboys. But if the Cowboys lose this game, we gonna hear all the backlash. We gonna hear Zeke wasn't ready. He did all this and he wasn't ready. We gonna hear about how Dak Prescott shouldn't be starting. We gonna hear about how Tony Romo should be starting. And I think Tony is still a pretty solid quarterback. I think if you throw Tony in there, the Tony would He'll get a Packers a run for their money, but I think right now Dak definitely is the man, and I think the Cowboys get the job done. I really do. That defense is playing really inspired. I don't know what's done got into that defense, but that defense is playing really inspired. They got a week off, so they got an extra week to prepare for Aaron Rodgers. No matter if it was the Giants or the Packers, I think the Giants could have definitely probably went in there and beat them, but I think the Packers may struggle somewhat. I don't know if Jordan Nelson is out or whatnot, but I think with them missing Jordan Nelson, I think that might be big, definitely. This whole Ty Montgomery thing, you got a receiver at running back. I mean, this is the NFL. When is somebody gonna put an end to this? This guy is wiggling his way all through holes and really giving them a little balance run game. And I think against a stout front seven, I think somebody puts an end to that and definitely make the Packers one dimensional. I definitely think so with that. So,
Well, I think Dallas gonna win, and I like the point spread. You give them 10 points, but I would love to see Green Bay beat them. I'm a huge Aaron Rodgers fan. I think he's the best quarterback in the league. That ain't even with hesitation. All due respect to Tom Brady, he's the best winner. But with Jordy Nelson being out, I think that's gonna hurt. I think what you said is accurate. I think they probably make them one dimensional, but I don't see Dallas defense is that. It's like a Super Bowl winning defense.
but you
I could be
notice,
wrong,
man, you notice when your offense is on the field the whole time and they running that clock, man, your defense is probably on the field for half of the plays this Green Bay defense gonna be under. So them
that's
guys
the
is
whole.
extra fresh, and that's the thing. If you can
But the
stop the
whole
run, get
thing,
them off the field.
but what you got to do is this: you got to reverse what they do. Do it to them. Give them a taste of their own medicine. Don't be quick to score. Wear that defense out. That defense ain't did nothing this year. Point one exciting play out that they did. I'm
Yeah,
waiting enough.
but
Tell me a 4-for-1 stop. I didn't see nothing that make me say, "Wow,
but you know
man,
what?
y'all, they were all well rounded." When we talk Dallas, we talk Zeke and Dak. Why we ain't talking Sean Lee? Why we ain't talking Morris Claiborne? Why we ain't talking um Carr, the cornerback?
Yeah, Brandon
Why?
Carr. Because
Why?
it's all second tier to because everything is based off what Dak and Zeke do. I mean, we all know that. We all know that you gotta get them boys off the field. Get that, and then what you saying the Packers? You telling them to slow it up, and that's not what the Packers is. You know the Packers gonna go five wide, four wide, spread you out, and
Yes, but
they'll
you
go
could dink
down.
and dunk.
You can. And they'll go down. They'll go down where AR throwing the ball 50 times. And dink and dunk, that that's a Patriot specialty. That ain't really, AR is going over 10 yards. His throws is going
Right.
over 10, little slants, probably 8 yard slants. It's not really a lot of option routes that you'll see from Edelman. So I think that playbook is basic too. Like just from watching those routes that those guys run isn't really that magnificent. It's really Aaron Rodgers putting the ball in crazy places that can't nobody get for those guys because they'll do a back shoulder throw so many times and it just be the basic routes. And then once I see the defense actually defend that route so well, I'll be like, well, where's the creativity in that route? But so I think a lot is put on AR's shoulders. It definitely is for him to really extend, and I think the Patriots had a really good game plan the Pats lost the game, but this was the best game plan I've seen on Aaron Rodgers. I say go for, and you gotta have somebody spying on him. Definitely, you don't blitz him at all, I don't think that I really don't. I really don't think the Cowboys is gonna blitz AR. I think they'll just send four at him, definitely. But if anybody lose containment, he will step up and extend that play for extra 5 more seconds, and somebody gonna be streaking right down the sideline. He gonna hit him. If he on the right, he can throw back to his left. If he on the left, he can throw back to his right. So that's something big that Cowboys gotta keep their discipline. They got to. And I seen some of the Clay Matthews and a couple of the Packers defenders was alluding to. They was like, well, we just basically have to do our job. We was too hyped up for the game. I think that's some mental bull crap that they telling themselves. That's something to make them feel good because once Zeke start running on them, it's gonna be just like how Ronda Rousey was thinking about. Oh, this is familiar. We already got ran on last time. This is familiar, and it's gonna be a long game from there. Definitely.
Yeah. I mean, if you don't contain Zeke in that offensive line, you basically can call it game because they're not just powerful, they athletic. People don't give them credit for their zone block that they do. I see these guys in the secondary taking on safeties, knocking cornerbacks down. They getting rid of these offensive linemen that's in front of them. They creating massive holes for Zeke, cutting lanes.
Yeah, that's what
That's why Zeke.
That's what 3 first-round picks on that team.
Yeah, I mean that's where you win
Line.
the game. I'm gonna keep saying it. It's at the line.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't get nobody time, if you don't get nobody no holes to run, it's over. And defense win games. So if they offensive line is dominating your defensive line, you in for a long night. You're gonna get a heavy dose of Zeke, and you're gonna get some play action from Dak, and you will see Dez Bryant. You will see Terrence Williams. You will see these weapons that they got. Witten, these guys get open. No, Witten ain't the fastest tight end. Witten find his spot. Laugh at his speed. I'll chuckle with you.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me about blocking and tell me about getting that spot. Tell me to be that fourth receiver that he can look to for like 12 yards across the middle. Them chains keep moving. I mean, it's stuff like that wears a defense down that we always look for that exciting play. No, exciting plays is good. But an 89-yard drive, a 75-yard drive, a 69-yard drive put together with 14 plays. Oh man. Third, fourth quarter.
Oh yeah, it wears you down. Them boys ain't trying to tackle no more. No more. On to the Seahawks versus Falcons. NFC matchup, really good one. We got the Falcons at home, Seahawks coming in. We seen earlier, and we've all seen the play of Sherman grabbing, I think it was Julio Jones' arm as he tried to go up and get that ball. But the Falcons was beating them that whole game, and it was in Seattle, and Seattle came back. The Falcons offense had Richard Sherman yelling at his other defensive players. So I think it might get real interesting in that game. I really think it can. Me and you was talking. We both are amazed at that running back tandem. Coleman and Freeman back to back. Those two dudes is something special for real. They got something special with Julio to go with, and they compliment for him is Sanu along with Gabriel. So they got some weapons. And I think they will be able to push Seattle. I definitely do.
And I agree. This game scared me. My pick is Seattle to win it all. But this Atlanta team playing in the Dirty Bird really scares me. Got me looking at Seattle defense like you're going to have to put some pressure. You got to put some pressure on Ryan. Because if you don't, his name is Matty Ice. He will ice you. And Julio Jones is the biggest playmaker in the league that we got. He go get the ball. He goes up under. He does the quick slant. He does the screens. It doesn't matter. Just put the ball in his hands, and he can take it from 1 yard catch and go 70. He's physical. He's fast. There's nothing this guy can't do. He's arguably top 3 receiver in the game, period. But Sherman, he gonna have to come play. He gonna have to let everybody know he got to reintroduce himself if he that guy.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But this is what I'm looking at. With Earl Thomas out, which was the quarterback on defense, I can see them taking more deep shots with Gabriel. Underneath them little 17-yard slants with Sanu. Because Earl Thomas will break that up. Earl Thomas can run. He got enough speed to run back there and break them deep passes up. The guy number 23, I think his last name is Terrell.
Yeah, Terrell. That's him.
He's going to have his hands full. And I know Sherman and I know guys like KJ Wright, Bobby Wagner, Cam Chancellor is really in his ear and really probably got him looking at footage to let them know what they like to do. Because without Earl Thomas back there, and that's a trust thing right now. You're going against the best of the best. You got to trust a guy to be at a certain spot now. You ain't really got times for X's and O's and teaching on a run. We got to trust you to be here. We got to trust you to make a one-on-one tackle. And that goes all into going to the next level. He might step up, he might flop. And who's to say if the Falcons defense don't come alive? They at home. We know Russell Wilson can get some plays up, some interceptions. Doug Baldwin, he got to step up. He got to be that number one.
Jimmy Graham.
Tight end.
Jimmy Graham. We definitely got to have a Jimmy Graham sighting because we're not going to sit here and act like the Falcon defense is the best defense. We know it's not. But playing at home in front of that crowd, they can come out and change the game around. They can come out with a lot of motivation and go out there and be like, you know what, we at the Russell. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they get a turnover on the first drive. It might just really be that type of game when you can feed off that crowd, and we know momentum is big. If you don't think home field matter, you're lying. Momentum is very big in sports. You can look at Seattle, man. That ain't called the 12th man for no reason. Like it's hard to go in there and win a game. Hard. You got the crowd. You got everybody. In some stadiums, it's like the stadium moving. Probably more so on the college level than the NFL level, but home field definitely matters. Definitely.
Mm-hmm.
The AFC, man, the Patriots versus the Texans, that's a wipe. I really expect for the Patriots to dust them boys off real quick. But the Texans got a defense, so I'm not even gonna look past that. But quarterback play is too subpar to even think about getting past the Patriots, so I'm not even worried about that game at all. But the Steelers, though, the Steelers in Kansas City is going to be a good one. We seen it. What it was like week 4. It was like either week 4 or 2 or 3. One of those weeks, man. The Steelers gave Kansas City a beatdown. I haven't seen Kansas City get beat down like that in a while. But Kansas City learned. KC learned from that. They really did. Kansas City has Tyreek Hill, who's very special. I don't know why teams even keep kicking to this guy. They like to put him in the backfield, give him sweeps, and he'll take off on you for 60 yards. He run like a 4.2 out of his world speed. I don't know why these teams aren't doing a better job at game planning for this guy. We see him beat the Broncos on the goal line. He can catch too. At that, this dude is a real weapon. They got a better version of Dante Hall. So
yeah,
who you
more
got?
like a Peter Ward.
Yeah.
It's tough. I think Pittsburgh win.
Why is that?
Pittsburgh. I just think right now Pittsburgh hot. And I just think that right now, the way they defense playing, they found something. I see a tight game. I see a defense slugging it out. I don't see too much of I don't see too many big plays by Brown. I see a lot of underneath stuff. Order for Kansas City to really win this game, and I like to see them win it. Alex Smith got to make some plays downfield, man. I think Alex Smith dink and dunk more than Brady.
Oh, definitely. That's his game. That's his game.
He got too strong of an arm for these 7-yard ins and outs, and
But that's
you got a guy like Travis. You got a guy like Travis. You got to bring something new to the playoffs. They know that. Shock me. Do a deep post. Man, you got guys like Macklin, Travis Kelce on a seam route. Like you say, Tyreek Hill. Come on, really? Yeah. Put them to use.
Their offense way too basic.
Put that speed in space. That's the new word.
That offense is way too basic. Yeah, You right about that though. I mean, you got to do that because
She's a playmaker, man.
it create way too many mismatches.
And then you got to look like, okay, we got a stout defense. We can run the ball. Two, y'all got a front four. Well, they want a 3-4. Y'all got it. But is y'all gonna bring it this game? KC can. I ain't gonna say easy, but KC can win this game.
Oh,
I can
definitely
see it winning.
at home too with that crowd. See, if it would have been in Pittsburgh, I might would have chose them. But Big Ben, I like Big Ben. He one of the greats, definitely, but he gets a little too careless with the ball at times. I can definitely see 2 picks from him once again.
Mm.
Definitely do, and I really expect for somebody to do something with Le'Veon, and not to mention, I mean, his running style is nice and it's very patient, but sometimes you got to really hit that hole. And who am I to tell Le'Veon how to run the ball? But I think Kansas City might definitely stop him in the backfield a lot. Definitely. I think Kansas City got a defense to do it. I don't think it's going to be the same outcome of how it was earlier in the year. They're not going to beat Kansas City like that. Kansas City got that. They got that small town vibe where everybody come out, just like the Royals. Everybody support the Royals. Everybody supports Kansas City, the Chiefs in that town. So that's going to be very packed and it's going to be very loud. And I can see Kansas City defense coming up with enough turnovers to beat the Steelers. I'm about to say Santonio Holmes, not Santonio Holmes, my bad. Antonio Brown, I think they do a better job on Antonio Brown because he just annihilated them bad, like bad. Everybody got off on
Who
Kansas
won
City
the
that
first
game.
game? Who won the first game?
Man, the Steelers beat them bad, bad.
See,
They beat them bad.
I might, I might want to switch my pick. Oh my goodness. See, that's what I ain't know.
Yeah,
Oh,
they beat them bad.
oh man. Well, I'm gonna stay with Pittsburgh. I'm gonna stay with Pittsburgh.
Yeah, it was 43-14. It was that week 4. Yeah, everybody got a phone. That was, I think Le'Veon just came back. Le'Veon was dancing all over those guys. They couldn't do nothing with him. D'Angelo Williams got off. Everybody got off.
Mm.
And what still amazes me is that they can do all this without even having Martavius Bryant. Without even
Wow.
having Martavius Bryant on there. That you go to show how dynamic Antonio, Big Ben, and Le'Veon is. And I think the piece to that is definitely Le'Veon.
Oh,
Le'Veon gotta contain because you can man, this dude split out, catch the ball. I'm not gonna say he's Marshall Faulk. No, Marshall Faulk is my favorite running back ever. But Le'Veon can do a lot of things, man. Catching about the backfield. His vision is crazy. Le'Veon vision is crazy, and then what's funny? Because I actually hear this a lot. If Le'Veon was on the Cowboys, Le'Veon would do the same thing Zeke doing. Well, I don't know. I don't even know if that system fits him because DeMarco Murray, what'd he do? Hit the hole. McFadden hit the hole. Zeke hit the hole. Le'Veon, all that tap dance in the backfield. Them guys already up on the second and third level. So I don't even know if I can even say that Le'Veon will be as successful as Zeke would be in that offense. I really can't.
I think any running back can be successful in that offense.
Mm-hmm.
That's no knock on Zeke. 5.4 carry. Emmitt Smith, that was his average. You got to think about it. You hitting me every time after 5 yards. And he's falling forward. Falling forward is at least 2 yards.
Yeah.
That's man. I'd be jealous when I look at that offensive line. I'm not gonna lie. Because it's unbelievable the time Dak has. The whole Zeke has. Man. That's a quarterback dream.
They built it through the draft, though. They did it the
I
smart way. They
respect it.
definitely did
I
build it
respect
through the draft for them times of not being so or just being average. Yeah, they wound up building empire over there. I'm over here watching this game, and I'm pretty sure you're watching the same one. This whole Derrick Rose situation. I'm over here looking at the Knicks. The Knicks I don't even know who the Knicks are. And one thing I want to say is, the name is not what make you a super team, but it's more of your game is what make you a super team. Remember the Knicks like, yeah, we're a super team, all this and that, man. The Knicks, I don't know what identity. I don't know who these guys are. And talking about sellouts. You see the Knicks fans be out there every night, and I'm like, man, the Knicks can get beat 20 games in a row, and the Knicks fan fill that stadium every time they play. I'm like, man, they have a lot of support. The Knicks are terrible. The Knicks are really bad. They need to do something with that roster. They really do. They need to make some moves. About time they trade somebody, even though they did all. You gotta let go of somebody. Let go of D Rose or Melo. Somebody got shit. You gotta trade Melo for a couple players, something. But then again, in the current NBA we at now, I mean, who else you gonna get? You trade Melo. I mean, who else gonna come in besides LeBron James and Kevin Durant? So it's like there's only a couple superstars, anyways. Like, I'm watching this game. This game look bad. It's like a little high school game, man. The NBA talent level just, I don't know. I can't speak for the 80s and the 70s and the 60s, but I can speak for right now. The talent level that's on Showcase just isn't that good at all. It's really not. I mean, it's done got to the point where if it ain't Golden State on TV, don't nobody want to watch it. The Cavs ain't on TV, don't nobody want to watch it. If Lakers got a nice young team, but they ain't gonna do nothing. They gonna get swept by the Warriors. Westbrook gonna drop triple doubles forever just to lose. He gonna get put out the playoffs too. James Harden, I'm looking good. I don't think that's gonna take him too far. What happened to this NBA right here? How did the NBA get to this point right here? And a good solution for this would be, I think instead of making players do 1 year in college, I think they need to set up something where players where like players can come from the D League, where you draft players into the D League, something like that. Because, man, you mean to tell me it ain't a couple WNBA, not WNBA, but you mean to tell me that it ain't a couple D League players who like ready to commit off the bench right now? We up there drafting these guys. Okay. We up there wasting these picks, drafting these guys to be project players, thinking they're gonna be project players, and some of these guys are just busting everywhere. It's like, man, you might get production out of 3 of them, maybe 5. I say 5 out of ones who are gonna be drafted. I think 04 was the actually last class that we seen. Like, man, the top 5 really put on for real. You get your little gems here and there, but I think they need to let them guys play in the D League, and then you need to draft from there. Because at least you will see them playing against NBA competition. What you think,
Right.
G?
You make a lot of points, but what we fail to realize is what I'll be saying. This will happen when you make the game a business. It's a lot of stuff to me shouldn't go down, But like y'all say, this y'all era. I'm glad that people starting to see the game and for what it's worth right now. It's horrible basketball. We're not really seeing guys develop. Some guys can't even go with their left hand, but you want 100 million. You got some of the best players that can't even create their own shots. I ain't gonna mention no names. You got guys that's all hype but don't got a skill set. I ain't gonna mention no names. But in the game suffer, and that's what you're seeing. But when you put business, when you tell people or tell teams you can't get this dude, but this guy can get this guy and this guy to help him win, but the Lakers can't get Chris Paul. Whoa. But you could put other franchise players on one guy team to help his brand. Whoa. But now it's only 4 good teams. 3 of them in the West. Oh, he get the automatic ride now. This is what we talk about. But us old people got to be called haters.
But you know what? LeBron scared people from going to these. They don't have to go to these for what? Just to get put out? You think Kevin Durant really wanted to go? Man, Kevin Durant would have went to the Celtics and got put out. LeBron, like, y'all boys
That's my
better not come
point.
over
But
here.
look,
Y'all
why would
boys
you
better
go when? Why would you go when you let him do everything? Why?
do everything as in what?
He get every franchise player he want. The Hawks just gift wrapped him Cal Corbett. What they get for Cal Corbett?
That's a good question. Probably a pick.
They got Mike Dunleavy, a player that the Cavs didn't even want.
So
Is you serious?
they basically swapped him for a better shooter. Like, all right, we
Is
thought
you
you was gonna be useful.
serious?
And the Cavs were like,
It's
yeah,
gift wrap.
yeah.
I mean, you can't pull a wool over nobody's head. We see it. We need a shoot. Now he said he need a point guard. We need a point guard now. What else do you need, bruh?
Hmm.
And the game's suffering because of this.
But you know what? This come from from a lot of people only judge you by rings. Well, he's not this because he ain't got 6 rings. He's
You
not
know
this
why?
because he ain't got that. So now
You know
we
why
in
they
the
say
era
that?
now. We in the era now. People like, well, I need my rings so I can be up there with the people who y'all consider are better than me. If it wasn't about rings, then LeBron wouldn't do all this stuff. He like, you know what? Well, so I can have the same rings as Jordan and Kobe. I need to do this and I need to do
But
that.
it ain't respected though. Them cornerstone. A cornerstone don't leave. How many teams Jordan played for? How many teams Kobe played for?
Yeah, Kobe wanted to leave
Oh,
though.
Kobe went to the Lakers. Why the Hornets traded? Huh? You
Was it
can't blame
was it
him
for
for that.
Vlad? Who they give him? Vladdy? Was it
Vlade Divac in a
Vladdy?
future first round draft pick. Who fought it? The Hornets missed out.
Big time.
Hornets missed out.
Big
You
time.
know, stuff happens, but if you to me, cornerstones have players coming to them. And I don't want to hear about what nobody ain't do for nobody. Make like Floyd said, if you good enough, make it happen. Guys weren't good enough, so they get paved the way. Here, you can do it here. We're gonna stop this trade. Here you go. Get him. I want you to go back once they team get established. What? Like I'm stupid. No, I see this. I see this. That's why I chuckle and laugh. Like now, this MVP racing. It's a 2-man, well, 3-man, LeBron the third. A 3-man race. We attracted by triple doubles. Okay. Okay.
If they don't
James
make
Harden
if they
don't
don't
get no
make the
ring.
playoff, if they don't make the playoffs, I don't think he can average a triple double. If they don't make the playoffs, I don't think Westbrook getting that.
Westbrook ain't gonna get the only way is James Harden's to lose. It's James Harden to lose. I'm gonna say that Westbrook can make a push if his record better, but it's not right now. But Westbrook gonna make the playoff. Their team will be in the playoff. I guarantee that.
Yeah,
And
yeah, they right. They a 6 seed right now, so they looking good.
they're gonna be in the playoff. That's gonna be the good thing. It's just that they ain't gonna last long in the playoffs. Now Houston got a better shot of fighting, making it to the Western Conference Finals or something. But they'll probably run into San Antonio or the Clippers. But you know how that is. So, and then you got to look at it, it's a lot of guys that was the stars are getting old. So who's coming? The Ben Simmons. I keep telling people don't sleep on Philadelphia in 3 years.
Yeah, I want to see what they're gonna bring, and this is bad. I'm over here looking right now, and the 5th seed in the East is 19-18. The 6th seed in the East is 20-19. The 7th seed is 29. These dudes is one game over 500. The 8th seed is at 500 already. Okay, how about we look at the West? The West, the 8th seed is under though. In the West, the 8th seed is under 500, which means that they 1 through 7 heavy. But the 4th seed is 27-14. 5th seed is 24-16. 6th seed, which is the Thunder, is 24-16. Grizzlies 24-17. If Westbrook would probably, if the Thunder was in the East, they might be the second best team over there. That's bad. What is that saying about the NBA right there? That's
You know
that's
what?
very bad right there.
You know it. What is it? So what is stronger?
Oh, the
What is
West.
hold on? What is the Toronto Raptors record?
The Toronto Raptors is 25-13.
And who they the second, right? Who the third team?
The Celtics 24-15. And,
Yeah.
and you know what? And the Thunder kick the dog crap out the Celtics. If we just compare this, man, the Spurs would get the Raptors out of here in 5 games. I get a Raptors in 1 game.
I give them a sweep.
I'm
Sweep.
gonna give them 1 just because they got the whole Canada behind them. That's why they got home.
It won't
They
work.
won't win at home.
They lock in, it won't work. Now for business, give them 1. If I'm really want to kill you, get him out of there. Pop ain't gonna even play with you, bro. I ain't gonna even try to play with you because Kawhi gonna put the shackles on the Rosa. And we gonna go inside with Powell. We gonna go inside and go outside. Oh, it's gonna be beautiful. Man, they'll sweep them boys. And they got a possibility to beat the best team in the East. Yeah, I'm saying it.
You think popping them will knock out the Cavs?
It's a huge possibility.
It is.
That ain't no walk in the park.
Whenever you got pop, definitely. But like I said, plenty of times I'm putting Kawhi Leonard on Kyrie Irving. That's how we gonna stop this right now. I mean, I'm just waiting, y'all. I'm a fan and I'm watching this. Come on, Pop. Somebody, man, put your best player on Kyrie Irving.
Who gonna check LeBron?
Ain't no stopping LeBron.
Kyrie. Kawhi Leonard did a nice job. He said he had 3 dribble crossover guy. I'm waiting on him. He want the ball out of his hand.
That's what he said?
He read everybody. He studied the opposition.
The claw.
LeBron scored most of his points off Green, the little dude.
Oh, yeah.
When the claw pick him up full court, get the ball. Wade, get the ball. Chalmers, get the ball. He don't like him being embarrassed. That's why he's not a killer. That's why Kyrie got to take it because he gonna say, "I made the right play." He don't want to bury that. He don't want to feel that pressure. If I get fat, I don't want to go to the line. Because he's always showed us that. Show me different. I saw LeBron lose more than y'all saw him win. He 3-4, so I'm up.
Yeah.
Facts. That's what I tell Cavs fans. I saw him lose more than y'all saw him win. Then it get quiet, like I pushed the mute button. What you got against him? I got realness against him. That's what I got. I don't do fairy tales. I'm a nightmare to y'all dream.
And we seen that. What was it? The one that I shared with you, and I think you shared something with me too. With what was it? The Jet. The Jet was like, man, you can't talk to Kobe. You talk to Kobe, it's gonna be a bad day for you. But yeah, we can talk to LeBron. That'll get in your head. And hey, this coming from Jason Terry, but we also seen what LeBron did to him too. We seen LeBron body bag little dude for that.
That's
but we also seen what Jason Terry did to them, and I was so disappointed. When Jason Terry did that in the finals, I know they ain't have no answer for him. I'm like, this little guy is really doing this on y'all. Come on, Heat.
That was LeBron meltdown finals, right?
Yep.
How many times? Hold on. If you the GOAT, if you so-called a GOAT, do you have meltdown? It's cool to have meltdown in the finals.
We got to go back and look at the stats. We got to go back and look at this because I'm pretty sure LeBron. Okay, you know, I'm gonna look at Bosh in that situation. Where once again, Bosh, where were you? Bosh couldn't do nothing with dirt.
Oh, Bosh is not on the level of a LeBron. We talking GOAT. We ain't talking the sheep.
Bosh,
we ain't talking the herd. We talking LeBron's supposed to be this GOAT. Do GOATs flop in the biggest moments?
No.
How many? Well, how does this dude 6-0 6 Finals MVPs, never played in the 7th game in the finals. How he's being trying? How they trying to erase that? That's never been done.
Mm.
That's history. Once a person lose one, you're done. Like Joe Montana, I can't put Tom Brady over him. Joe Montana won the big games, the biggest game in the sport that everybody go to win. He never lost it. These guys never saw confetti for another team. It had a speak to say maybe next year.
Mm.
If that ain't huge in the sports, let's say I ain't never saw nobody beat me in the championship. I maybe can ask LeBron and Kobe them how that felt. I can ask Bird. I can ask Magic. I can ask Bill Russell. I can ask Kareem, Drexler, Shaq. The list goes on and on. But you can't ask Joe Montana and Michael Jordan. You can't ask Jerry Rice. Well, you can't ask Rice. They lost to Tampa. But that's a huge accomplishment, man. That is, you never, what? Jordan was the MVP 6 times? Well, do this. Google what's Jordan NBA Finals average. And can you explain this to the fans? What was his average since you batted? Computer, please.
All right. I'm about to see what Jordan NBA final average. 33.6.
What's his
11.1 points higher than James' average for his career after winning his first championship in 2012.
How many rebounds he averaged?
I gotta pull it up.
33.6. Come on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he a killer though. I mean, you're right. LeBron can't say some of the things that Jordan and Joe Montana said, but then again, I mean, his legacy isn't over. I mean, we can't have this against him. Oh, his record isn't perfect, of course. I mean, in the finals, yeah, Jordan was 6-0, and LeBron can't say that. But I think LeBron can definitely get 3 more out of him. I think LeBron can definitely get 3 more rings. And like I said, as long as Kyrie playing at a high level, it also depends on who they get. What if they do trade Love and go get a better power forward or something like that, or a center? Then what?
See, you just talking about hurting the game.
You're
How the
right.
game.
It does.
But why he got to get all that though?
He want to compete with other people, with everybody else. That's why.
No, he's not competing. He's above everybody. He's not competing. My thing is this. You say the game's hurting. It's lopsided. But you still want to get his guy stuff. You know what this, and I said this 3 years ago. You know what they say about me? You know what they say about him?
What?
How good is LeBron really if you need all this? You ever ask your question that? You ever ask yourself that? You ever ask your friends that? How good is LeBron when he need all this? Like I told you, he's not all that good. He's a great passer's asset. What the Jazz just did to him. What Portland just did to him.
Yeah, but he also going. LeBron, they got this beef with the refs right now, where he's saying that he's not getting his foul call. He's a star, and he deserves more than what they're giving him. So I mean, we've seen this with the NFL as well. Once you reach a certain height, you feel that you should get things that you deserve.
They gave him everything. Earn something. They gave you Draymond suspension. They gave you Bogut hurt. What else do they want to give you, man? They gave you the chosen one.
Yeah. So
it's a give and take world. Nobody don't want to earn nothing. Look, Kevin Durant can't win a ring. Or go with Golden State. This what the game is. I don't know, man.
Yeah, it looked like it might be East versus West All Star. They might as well just start doing that and then playing They might as well, because it's like, if your name ain't LeBron, if you ain't Steph, if you ain't KD, I don't think you win it no time soon. Especially, just look at the Timberwolves. They got Carl Anthony. They got Wiggins. They have Dunn. What's the other guard the lights can do to keep winning the slam dunk contest? They
Zach,
get
Zach
Zach.
LaVine.
And you know what? The Warriors are still dust them off and sweep them because it's like it's too much for them to overcome right now at this point. So Carl Anthony might be like, you know what? I'm tired of losing. So you know what? I'm gonna go team up with with
James Harden.
probably with a James
But
Harden. And
now
then,
I'd rather see that. I'd rather see that. Then don't go, oh, LeBron, don't go to Golden State. I want another team to emerge. That's
okay,
all we saying.
okay, but
Parity.
I got you though. But look, see, this is my argument though. Maybe players didn't want to play with Kobe and Jordan. LeBron is the ultimate team guy. So you ever thought about that? Have you asked
And he's
yourself
still
that?
losing though.
How many?
What's his record with all this team guy? What is your record with this team stuff? Jordan was team players. Look at their stats. It's just the fact that they was born scorers.
personalities. People are like, man, you know what? I
My
like
personality
LeBron.
got me 6-0.
I like okay, and it's a different time. People are like, you know what? I actually like LeBron. I'd rather go play with him. He gonna share the ball with me, and I know y'all gonna be like, well, the NBA is much softer than it was back then, and maybe that's
the
what
ball.
it is.
This man he averaged 33, 8, and 8. LeBron career, he only 1.1 assists above him.
Yeah. So
it's just that Jordan knew when to take over. LeBron knew when to pass it over for somebody to take over.
Yeah. So actually for Jordan's finals, he averaged 33.6 points per game. He averaged 6 assists and he averaged 6 rebounds per game in final appearances. Now I gotta go look at LeBron's. So for people who say Jordan didn't pass, I mean that's 6 assists. But then again, I get on Westbrook because it ain't about how many assists you got, but it's about when you pass the ball. But then again, when you are Michael Jordan, when you are look though, when you are Michael Jordan, you probably feel like you should never pass the ball because can't nobody score as good as you in the first place. So you probably like, why do I need? But 6 assists is good. 6 assists is better than what a lot of players got. D Wade probably don't even average 6 assists probably. But I mean, 6 assists is probably what some point guards and Kyrie probably don't even average 6 assists.
He don't. He averaged 4.4
for a finals. But we know Kyrie will give you a mouthful though. Kyrie
it's cool for Kyrie to give you a mouthful. It's cool. I don't know. I don't know, man. What is it, man? 1 minute is this. Next.
I'm okay, just saying, man.
You just defending your era. That's all. I respect it.
I'm not. I'm just saying, Kyrie. But look, Jordan did the same, man. Hey, at the end of the day, me and you are coming over the same conclusion. I don't know what's going on with right now. Right now, it's like the talent level. Like the post I made, why do we have super teams? All y'all should be super. All y'all got drafted in the NBA. He shouldn't be that much better than you. We got, man, Lance Thomas is guarding D Wade right now. Lance Thomas, dude was a center / power forward at Duke, 6'8" guy who could just move his body. Let's say he could just move and take charges. This dude is guarding Dwayne Wade right now. You know what Kevin Durant would do to Lance Thomas if they try to put him on? Man. Or even LeBron. What will LeBron do to a Lance Thomas? But it's like competition ain't there. The competition just isn't there no more. It's really not. And I hope this definitely improves because I've heard Gino Auriemma say he said that the NBA was basically light years ahead of college basketball and stuff like that. And I even think some college basketball programs aren't really preparing these guys for these to actually step into the NBA and take over. We see that with what's his name, Bo Ryan from Wisconsin, with the swing offense. Who's running that? Is he running that for himself or what? Because I don't see nobody running that darn swing offense in the NBA. Stuff like that, man. So
it's different because college got to play zone. NBA play zone. It's a wrap. That's really exposed players. They need players to get out in the open floor and flourish for the game, for the excitement. See what the NBA want is 100 at least 100 points a game by both teams, or at least like it's a bonus if it go 120, 130, whatever. But when you slow the game down with 1-3-1, 2-3, you know, zone trap, boxing ones, a lot of these players will get exposed. And then you'll see like, wow, he just got drafted because he got hops. He can just shoot, or he don't even really know how to read a defense. You know, one-on-one pick and roll is that I say the NBA run two plays, pick and roll and isolation,
ISO, definitely.
because that's when your skills can flourish. That goes to show you that a lot of guys cannot really score on zone defenses. They will be in shackles. And then a certain guy couldn't post up all the time. You know, he have to really rely on his perimeter game because they're find like, oh, he can't shoot. You know, we put a boxing one on him. He get trapped every corner. We have one guy that's following him. Where every time he get the ball, we gonna trap him. Like a guy like Carmelo Anthony, that's what made him good. Because he was in college, he can get his shot off on any defense. You know, because he's a PT peer. He can score. He can, like a Kyrie. He can light it up. But a lot of guys can't do that.
Yeah, Carmelo could write a book on isolation, But then again, that's where Phil Jackson go in about that. He said, you know what? That's all. He gets on LeBron about traveling, and he says that these guys don't share the ball.
Nope.
It isn't team play, but it's like, man, like this game is terrible right now.
Overseas is better than this.
Nah, this is still the best league in the NBA. This is still the best league in the world.
I'm talking about, Kobe Bryant even said it. These guys are well fundamentally sound in America.
Well, okay, all right, fundamental.
That's what I'm telling you.
Okay, all right.
I'm not talking about excitement.
Okay,
that's how you think Porzingis coming over here already. This man overseas only averaged 4 points. No, 7. I take that back. He's averaging 19.5 over here. Come on.
But then
even
again,
Brandon Jennings said it.
But let me tell you this, though.
The NBA is more easier.
So
Brandon Jennings,
you're gonna say that because Stephon Marbury won't score 5 points in today's game. Stephon Marbury is over there giving them fits over there overseas. Now we know for a fact
5 points in this game.
Oh, Stephon Marbury ain't scoring 5 points in an NBA game right now. Stephon Marbury, no.
I know you don't believe that.
I do believe
just
that.
To secure this. Just to secure this, man, you could get 2 breakaways. You could cherry pick for 2 layups.
You know what?
We see it every night.
And guess what? Your dude gonna score. Whoever Stephon guard is gonna get, he led layups and he gonna be yanked out the game.
Off a cherry pick? I said cherry pick.
Okay, which means he'll be standing out. Yeah, and guess what? His dude gonna score and run back far enough. Somebody gonna be back there. Don't nobody stay back there and cherry pick too often.
I'm saying you said 5 points.
He ain't scoring 5 points. He ain't scoring 5 points in the NBA game right now.
Yes, Stephon Marbury, if he was a star point guard right now, he averaged about 10 points a game.
Sure. I guess Baron Davis tried the same thing when he got when he got up there in age too. I wonder how that went down for.
I'm older than Baron. Well, I think I'm older than Baron Davis by a year too.
B Diddy.
Baron B Diddy. If it wasn't for his back, y'all be in trouble. You'll be in trouble. He just was a 230-pound point guard.
Yeah, he was a bully too. Yeah, he had
who was
him and Jason Richardson and them. Yeah, they used to go. Yeah, he the truth. He definitely is though. But
they got the cats on ESPN
for real.
Mm-hmm.
But NBA definitely needs to do something to make this game better. Me and G, we feel the same. We think something definitely can be done about what's going on. I mean, the teaming up. I think I really don't. Well, I'm not gonna say I don't have a problem with it, but when you look at when you actually look at the balance of the West and the East, it's really lopsided. I think players are running from the East. They don't want to get put out the East. We go against LeBron, where we know the West is definitely a lot tougher than the East. So that's my take on that. You got any final words for the audience, G?
Um, and, you mainly tackled everything. Just just keep your eyes on these playoffs. It's gonna be interesting, and we got our picks in, and we'll see how we'll just see how everything go.
Definitely. All right, this will conclude the show. I want to thank everybody for listening. Subscribe to the podcast on SoundCloud, iTunes, and YouTube. The name of the podcast is called From Me to You Sports Talk. I'm your host, Jay Davis, along with Greg. From Me to You, signing out.